Good evening. Well, my name is Elvire Theron and I'm super excited to be with you tonight. And I just want to welcome you on board and on our wellness coaching. And this is our third session. We have been covering a whole lot of information already in session number 1 and 2. And we are working from the workbook, Let's Grow. As I said to the other people, if you don't have the booklet, I can send it for free on ebook for you if you just inbox me your email address. Okay. I want us to start tonight, and I want to start with some kind of an icebreaker, and it's a kind of a game that we're gonna play. So there's many animals out there, and I would like you to choose an animal that you can relate with and that you think some of those characteristics in that animal is actually resembling you. It can be a giraffe, it can be a lion, it can be a tortoise. It would be interesting to see with which animal do you relate yourself with, and what is the character of that animal that you see in yourself. So I want to welcome some people on board. I see Pastor Roberto's in the house, Prophetess Carol is in the house, I've seen Timothy here, and welcome so much. If you can just play this game with us from the beginning, choose an animal and tell me which character in that animal resembles you. Welcome, Sydney. I'll send you through the ebook. So for me personally, I relate with the lion because the lion is courageous and fearless. The lion is bold and the lion takes position. So whenever I think of an animal, I think of the lion, and especially I also like the roar of the lion. So if you can come on board, Pastor Roberto, tell me which animal do you relate with and why. Prophetess Carol, which animal do you relate with and why? So I will be continuing. As you can jump on and write your answers there. I'll be reading it out, and I'll just continue as I'm waiting on you. All right. So the next thing I would like to ask from you is I'll be talking a little bit about, but very shortly, about your 5 love languages. And then I'll do a recap of last week. Then for tonight, we are going into the legacy and vision statements and different parts of vision. So we'll be talking about vision tonight. But before we get there, I just want to know which animal do you relate to and which character of that animal do you see in yourself? They say there's parts of us where there is some awesome animals locked up inside, and in some animals there's great characteristics that also we can find and see ourselves in. So as I'm waiting for people to answer about the animal story, I'm going to talk about love languages. In the meanwhile, there's 5 different love languages: quality, time, gifts, affirmations, acts of service, and touch. So, okay, I see Sydney Groenewald. He's saying, I am an eagle because I'm waiting on the Lord as an eagle awaits on his strength. So Sydney is somebody that can wait on the Lord. I see Carol says, Prophetess Carol says, I relate with the cheetah because it is a swift and precise, very swift and precise, very calculated as it approaches its prow. Also a beautiful animal. Okay, So I already have a cheetah in the house, and I have an eagle here. I've got a lion here. I want to see what other animals of the zoo are still, it's part of us tonight, the good attributes of the animals. As I'm waiting, I am touching on the 5 different love languages: quality time, gifts, affirmations, acts of service, and touch. So it's very important that you know what is your the love language of your spouse, your children, but it's even more important to know your love language. And I see the people are a little bit slow about the animals, so maybe we can just continue with the love languages, because now I would like you to tell me, what is your love language? What is the most important love language to you? Because many times we'll tell our loved ones, I love you, but then they'll find that says, if you really love me, why don't you help me with the dishes? Or if you really love me, why don't I ever get flowers or a gift? So it's important to speak the language of your spouse, to speak the language of your children and loved ones. So how do I speak a language if I don't know what language should I speak? So I've just asked my son in this week, so what is your love language? And he says, I don't know what's a love language. So I explained to him, but I already know what is his love language. And then he comes and gives me a hug, and I say, exactly, that is what I mean. I know your love language is touching. So the more I just hold you, touch you, rub your back, scratch your head, then the more he feels loved. And it's important for you to find out what is your love language and what's the love language of your spouse, so that you can speak her language or his language. My husband's love language is definitely acts of service. He's always busy, and I think he enjoys it when I'm busy with him. And you can see that his love language is in that area. So what is your love language? Prophetess Carol can share with us what is her love language. And I see also Sydney, if you're still there, just share with us what is your love language. Okay, it's very important, because then we will learn to love each other in a better way, and we will be much more practical. You know what? Once we know the different love languages. I want to continue with the recap of last week, because I still want to get into vision statements tonight. But it would be great if you share your love language with us. What is your love language? Welcome, Bertha. Kindly share with us what is your love language. Because the more we speak each other's language, the more we'll understand each other, and the more we will feel loved. Okay. While I'm waiting on you, I'm going to just do a recap of last week's session, and we focus on the wheel of life. Okay, in the booklet, it is page 13. I'll just show you how it looks for those that can see. It's a circle that we've been drawing, and yes, I just want to quickly read Pastor Roberto's out. He's an eagle, sharp vision, fearless, and heights. He's going higher. That is for Pastor Roberto. He's still at the animal. All right. But I am already busy recapping last week's information about the wheel of life. If you can clearly see that, it's different areas in your life that is very important that you need to look at, and areas that you want to grow in. And last week I had 2 beautiful ladies here, Dr. Leah and Valencia, and they were running the show here with us. Let me just see. Okay, I see Valencia is also on board. But the different areas we've covered, the wheel of life, it is God, family, friendship, romantic relationships, education or personal development, health, finances, fun and leisure or recreation. So the question was last week, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you see your relationship with God? Okay? And the same with family, but I just want to touch quickly on each one. And I want to say, if you rated your relationship with God, it is important to know where you're at. It's important to know if you can do better, if you can spend more quality time with God, and if you can read more your Bible, worship more, do great things to get closer to Him. And we thank God for this lockdown because we had time to draw close to Him and grow in your relationship with God. Each one of us will know exactly where we find ourselves in our relationship. So the wheel of life also shows you where exactly are you, and then you can take some practical steps to grow further. In your family life, if you know you've been too busy and you can't remember the last time you even baked bread or bake cake or do anything funny or even watch a movie with your family, now is the time to bring that order back and to put your family at a very important place. And indeed, the hierarchy of God is God, family, ministry, and many of us that's in ministry always get into that trap where we put ministry before family. So if you know on a scale of 1 to 10 that family is maybe 5 or 3, I think this is the time just to check out how can I actually spend more family time. When last did you read a book to your son or your daughter? When last did you tuck your child into bed? On the table, are you guys just eating and never having a good conversation? Is the TV on while you're eating? Is people on the cell phone while they're eating? All kinds of funny things. This is the time you can actually grow, because we are saying let's grow. The same with friendship. On a scale of 1 to 10, you can evaluate your friendships. You can see who's the friends that needs to go out of your life, who's the friends you need to draw closer. I find that friends, I relate, and if you have different shoes, then every shoe has a different function. So some people don't understand why you have different friends. Sometimes, actually many times, you don't find everything in one friend. So you'll find in one friend, that friend will maybe light up your world and get you all excited, and the other one is really somebody that will speak into your life or have an accountability role. So it's important to know and evaluate friendships, redefine friends, and see who's the friends that you can also walk with in the next season of your life. And it's very important. I think when you're much younger, your circle might be a whole lot of wider. The older you get, you go for quality and not quantity, and then you begin to look at friends that can really make a difference in your life. Okay, romantic relationships, from a scale 1 to 10, where are you at? You know what? It is important. Many people want to meet people, but they are just stuck at home. Right now, we're in lockdown. Obviously, people are stuck at home, but it's important also to meet some new people. And people would always say, I'm waiting for the right one. Maybe while you're waiting, you can also get ready to be the right one, because you must remember you have a list of the guy that you want to find, but have you ever thought that that guy also have a list? And sometimes ladies think that guys will just go for anybody, but you know what? Some decent guys also have decent lists, and they will check out for that specific ladies. So while you wait on that loved one, let's get into there. Let's begin to grow. Some people are waiting for husbands, but they can't even cook. Maybe it's time to take some cooking lessons. There's never lipstick on. There's never some nice, making themselves nice, but they are waiting for husbands. You know what? There's some actual steps. If you really want to meet somebody, there is some steps how to meet somebody. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, in your educational or personal development, you are dreaming of studying to be a doctor or a nurse or music or anything, but every year in the beginning of the year, you're just thinking of studying that brand new language, but you never get to that place, okay? So now is the time that you jump in and begin to study. Let me tell you, you will always feel that I need to study and you're never too old. Don't give me that story, I'm too old, I'm too this. You are never too old to study. You can always learn something new. How about a new language? How about Spanish? How about Portuguese? You know, I see Valencia is having a fun time here. So let's get on board and let's enroll, let's grow. It is important. There's some nice online courses. And for some of you wanting to go to varsity, let's do this because we are developing ourselves. And you know how much of an inspiration it is when adults are actually growing and studying for their children. What an inspiration. In the area of health, 1 to 10, we all have some health goals, eating right, exercising, losing some weight. I want to encourage you, if you're already busy, go for it. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Continue. Encourage yourself. Don't wait for the crowd. Find your style. If your style is in the gym, go to the gym. If your style is an outdoor style, go and walk outdoor. If you just want to work on a treadmill, do it. If you want to exercise, if you want to get your diet in place, do it. Don't wait. Now is not the time to wait. Now is the time to go and make a difference in your health. Begin to eat right. Your finances. It's important also that you look at your finances and rate your finances on what scale it is, and then begin to see where you can make some changes. That unnecessary debt, if you go to a furniture store just to get a settee set or whatever it is, you know what? Think about it twice. See if you can't save the money and rather go buy it cash. Try and get out of debt. Let's change our ways in our finances. Let's get to save. And let's just do it, okay? Fun and leisure and recreation. So we work the whole year and then we still end up not going on holiday in December. And many people say money, money, money. It will always be the case. So it's time to save up for the holiday of your lifetime so that you can actually go out there and have some fun and do something that will really be like paying yourself back, having fun with your family. So we are changing the way we are living, okay? I see Wellington is in the house also. We are changing the way we are living. This is Let's Grow, a wellness program. So now you can rate yourself and you can see which is the areas that you can actually grow in. But tonight, that was just the recap. Tonight, I want to focus on vision. Vision. And it is on page 21 in the booklet, Let's Grow. So I've asked some of my team members that I see Doc is in the house. Yeah. So I've asked them to actually write down their legacy. It is important that you already write down your legacy, that people don't read your legacy or read your story on the day you die or we bury you. It is important that you already begin to write a legacy right now. And when you do this exercise, it says, it's on page 21, what is the legacy which you want to leave? What is the mark that you want to leave in your community, in your neighborhood, in your nation? Write it in present tense. Welcome, Leah. Write it in present tense. It can be about different areas in your life. You can write that legacy about your spiritual life, emotional life, socially, physically, financially, educationally. Write what do you want to see in your life happening. What is the legacy you want to leave? You know, it's important not just to live. It's important to live a purpose-driven life. a life that will make difference, a life that will have purpose. By the time we bury you, we must say that Leah made such an important impact in life, and she will be missed. My question is, will you be missed when you die? Will people feel your emptiness, that the fact that your place is empty? I think about Dr. Miles Monroe, and I haven't met somebody yet like him. His place is empty. The legacy he has left, but also there's not somebody that has come up really with his caliber. So it is important, what legacy are you going to leave? So if you can share with me, some of you that already know, just 3 points of the legacy that you want to leave when you leave this earth. What is the 3 important things that you want to leave on this earth? The impact that you want to make on this earth, what is it? Yes. So if some of you can just share it here on the platform, then I'll be reading it out aloud. So yes, what is the legacy? And out of that legacy, we can already have a pointer for your vision. Okay, so Valencia, I see others are watching with you. Okay, great stuff. Valencia, if you can share with me what's the legacy that you want to leave. Leah, please share, please share. Okay, jump on and let me know what is the legacy that you want to leave. And sometimes it's important not just to live, but we should actually live a purpose-driven life. I see Leah says, I want to be an influencer in the spiritual sense, boldness, driver, and positivity of self. Leah wants to leave a legacy of influence and positivity in life. So I see Prophetess Carol, what legacy do you want to live? And Valencia and Pastor Roberto, what legacy do you want to live? I see Leah says, impacting society as a problem solver. She wants to leave a legacy as a problem solver, impacting society. I am on legacy tonight. What legacy you want to leave when we bury you? What can the community say about you? What can your work say about you? What can your family say about you? Let me know, what kind of a legacy do you want to make? Okay, I am waiting on you before I go into vision. So the legacy that you want to leave on this earth. Yeah. Let me see. Okay. What is the legacy? I am really into empowering people, reaching people for transformation. And that's the legacy I want to leave. Whenever you go, we want to have an impact. Okay, you want to have an impact. You want to have an impact. I see some of the viewers says the internet is not okay. It's a bit troubling. I apologize for that. You know how technology is. By the time you really need it. But we will continue. We will continue. The question that I'm asking you tonight is, what legacy do you want to leave? When we bury you, I see Pastor Marius is on. When we bury you, what is the legacy you want to leave? What can the people say about Prophetess Carol? What can the people say about Inet? When we bury you, what can we say? Okay, it's important because legacy is important. Okay, I want to go on to vision statement because I'm waiting on people to respond here and talk with me about the legacy. And as soon as I have some answers, I will also read it out. But I want to continue with the vision statement as time is also going. Okay. Yeah. So it is very important to have a vision. And it all starts with purpose. If you understand and if you knew that you have a purpose in this life, you will have a vision and you would want to drive this purpose to the next level. Okay? So how do I find my purpose? I'll be asking you then, what makes you tick? What is causing you to lay awake at night? If time and money wasn't an issue, what would you be doing? To find out your purpose, what is the service that you offer in the community? So if you look in your heart, what is the thing that you do that gives you energy? The more you do it, the more excited you get. So those are all questions that you can ask yourself in order to find what is my purpose. It's very important. We don't just hit in the air, but you actually hit with purpose. So it's important. So you got to find your purpose and know who you are. And then from there, you can have your vision statement to know where are you taking this purpose? Where do you want to see this purpose or this dream going in the next 5 to 10 years? So when we get to vision statement, I would ask you actually to write a paragraph about where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years. And before I get to that question, it's important to say, where do you see yourself in just after lockdown? How did you spend this time? What have you been doing? What kept you busy? Did you grow in any way? Did you do something in your house you always wanted to do? So you can decide who you want to be after this lockdown. Okay? So in the next 5 to 10 years, where do you see yourself? I see Pastor Roberto says a reproducer. He wants to be a reproducer, a revivalist. He sees himself in the next 5 years as a revivalist, as a reproducer. Is there anybody that also sees himself in the next 5 to 10 years making a difference? So where do you see yourself? What is it that you want to do in the next 5 to 10 years? Because we are on a road of growing. This is a wellness program and we want to grow. We want to go from A to Z. So where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years? I can say that I want to be an international speaker, empowering people for greatness and transformation. So if you already have a paragraph explaining where you want to see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years, from that paragraph, you can now make 2 sentences or 3 sentences, and you can then share what is your vision statement. Okay? What is your vision statement? And with a vision statement, it is very, very important that you write your vision down. Okay? You write your vision down. You cannot just have a vision in your head. Even the Bible says in Habakkuk 2 to write the vision down so that those that see it may run with it. So sometimes we have a vision for our church, we have a vision for our business, and we don't have a vision for us personally, and we don't have a vision for the family. Now is the time to get a vision for your personal life and get a vision for you as a family. Sit down, decide where do you see the Tron family in 5 to 10 years, and decide where do you see Pastor Roberto in 5 to 10 years. Where do you see Nelsie in 5 to 10 years? You can actually begin just to answer there on the platform. So it's important to have a vision. If there's no vision, the family perish. If you don't have a vision for your business, the business perish. If you don't have a vision for your church, the church will perish. If you don't have a vision for your personal life, you will just walk on and it will perish. At the end of the day, there's no legacy because there's no vision. But there is, you're going to find your purpose and then look into it and create your vision statement. I see Pastor Roberto says, a youth center, a farm, developing the now generation. Thank you, developing the fivefold ministry. That is the vision of Pastor Roberto. He wants to establish a youth center on a farm. He wants to develop the now generation and develop the fivefold ministry. So I welcome Fiona. We're talking about wellness here and we're talking about your vision. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? So make a difference and decide what is it that you want to do in the next 5 to 10 years. Where do you see yourself? And then with your mission statement, it really involves what is the practical steps that you are going to take to actually get you to your vision so that your vision can be fulfilled. You know what? I think it's Helen Keller that says, if you don't have a vision, you actually you are in a worse scenario than somebody that's blind, because you can find blind people that have tremendous vision and they will make CDs or even do some great things, because it's not really an issue of being physically blind, but it's an issue of being spiritually blind. And at that issue of vision, let me tell you, imagination is really a gift from God. I think that the world has taken it out of proportion, but it's really a vision that we got from God. I see Dr. Leah says, in the next 5 to 10 years, I should be in a position of providing significant change in women's lives, mentally and spiritually. I see Dr. Leah is really into women. So she wants to make that difference mentally and spiritually. Great stuff there. Thank you. So what I'm saying about vision, you should know where you are going. You should have a dream. Use your imagination to dream. Start to see yourself. Look into the future and see where you want to be. And that's where faith comes in. So faith and imagination really goes hand in hand. Because if you want to, let's say, go to a specific nation, you can imagine you are on that plane. You can begin to see yourself on the plane. You can begin to pack the bags, do your visas, and get the tickets and go. So all that aspects really make your dream come true. So vision statement and mission statement. Okay? So where do you want to see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years? Amelda, hi. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years? So we're really into purpose-driven life. We want to make a difference in other people's lives, starting with our own lives. It can be in any area of your life, but it's important that your vision is not selfish, but it is reaching other people. It's making a change in the community. I see Fiona says, I see myself and family going into the refugee camps and sharing the gospel through serving others with the love of Jesus. That's awesome. So in the next 5 to 10 years, they are going to work in refugee camps and they are going to share the gospel with people. And that is an awesome vision to have. Going into that refugee camps, and it will be done. So it's important to have the vision. The vision is also directing you, it's guiding you. And tonight I want to also introduce to you a visual vision statement. Visual vision statement. This is about where you take your vision and you put it in a form of picture, a kind of picture form. And you can put it on a canvas, because as I said, it's important to write the vision down. You can't just know it out of your head. You must write it down. You must hang it in your house. You can even put it on a canvas. Go to a graphic designer. Let them do something beautiful for you and put it on that canvas. Put it in your house. Put it on your screen. Put it on your computer, put it in your office, put it in your car, and let the family know what is this vision, so that those that see it may run with it. I think about Fiona wanting to go into refugee camps. If you put it visual, you put a camp there, like a tent thing, maybe a picture of that, maybe a view 3 with backpackers, there you are going. And every time the family sees, they see. And then you begin to work on the practical steps, how to get there. So get on board, and here you can also get a song. Whenever you hear the song, it inspires you to let that vision come to pass. Okay, so I would like to see more people's vision plans. In 5 years, where do you see yourself? Okay, on page 24 in my booklet, Let's Grow, it says create a symbol that can signify your vision. Okay? For example, if you are a person who's always on the move and forever flying higher or reaching for higher goals, you can draw an eagle soaring. This can be the vision symbol or the emblem. Okay? So let's get creative with this vision. If you know I'm going to use the refugee camps as an example again. Why not as a family have a vision symbol, get specific things, and then draw a little picture, go to a graphic designer, let him make it beautiful, and let that be the symbol of your vision, so that whenever, if you can't see the whole sentences, the vision statement that you write, whenever you see the symbol, it will remind you and it will direct you and it will tell you of the road that you are busy walking on, or the road you want to embark on. So it's very nice, it's very creative whenever you combine all these aspects and make it creative. Then once you have an emblem for your vision, go ahead and write a slogan. Why not write a slogan for your vision or your purpose statement? For instance, if you are that eagle, why don't you say fly higher or see further? And it's important to have slogans. These things is not just things you can use in your business. Make it personal. Let your life be a life of purpose. Let us see how influential we can be, what an impact we can make. So bring that business dynamics into your personal life and have an emblem for your vision, have a slogan for your vision, and actually have a brand. Why can you not have a brand for your vision statement? Why can you not have a brand for your family, a brand for your personal life? And with the brand, think about different colors. What is the colors that you want to use to actually communicate your vision with? What is the logo that you want to do, or the emblem you want to do for your vision statement? And that is how you begin to put things in a practical way. Okay. Are you guys still okay out there? I see some of you are being active. Are you still okay? You still enjoying yourself? So next week we will go into a vision board. So now that you know the vision and you have about a day where you can actually go and look carefully into that vision again, and you bring on your actually like a poster thingy and magazines, you can begin to cut out tomorrow and design your vision board. Okay? It can be in the business area, it can be spiritually, whatever. You can decide on one aspect and do a vision board, and use that vision board and put it in your house. You can frame it. You can go to the graphic designer. You can be as creative as you want to be, but we would want to see some vision boards. So next week we will be working on vision, not next week, Thursday night. We will be touching on the vision board, and it would be great if you take pictures and share it here. I see Leah's emblem for vision is a lioness. It's a lioness. Wow. So make that lion. Why not go and have a t-shirt with your vision emblem on? Why can't you take something specific and put your logo there? I see Leah says lion because of the boldness and the can-do attitude. Yeah, we are in the tribe of lions here. I'm also a lion, Leah. And we are busy doing great things and designing vision boards. So you take that poster, you cut out the pictures, you put the refugee camp there, you put your youth center there, and you put your family there. And whether it's losing weight, whether it is a media station, whether it's a book you want to write, whatever it is, get that vision, put it practical, and begin to do it. Okay. So I just want to see if I cover most of the things here tonight. But we are into vision and mission. How are you going to get there? The vision board, the vision statement, the legacy. I think some people can still share with me what is the legacy, because there's quite a few that didn't let me know what is their legacy. Nelsie, what is the legacy you want to leave? If we are going to bury you, and we're not going to bury anybody, we're going to live, but what is the legacy? What will people say on that day? What will people say? We are here to live an impactful life. What will people say about Fiona? What will people say about Pastor Roberto? What will people say about Nelsie? So I want to know what will people say about you, because you can write your own life story here. You can write the sentences that you want on your grave one day. You can write it right here, and you can live that life. It is important to live a purpose-driven life. Tonight we are into purpose, into vision statements, and on Thursday we are going to put our vision boards out there. Okay, we're going to take some pictures and place it on this page and inspire people to actually have a vision. So, I am just waiting for a few people's legacies that I can share with the rest of you. And we have started tonight with the Wheel of Life. They will say he was a good cook. Okay, I see Pastor Roberto says they will say he was a good cook. That's awesome. Wow. And I believe that's one of your best characters. And I think one thing of Pastor Roberto is also, I think he can have a comedian show as well. They will say that he's funny too. So if I can get some more people, what will they say about you? You can actually decide what they will say about you by just living out your life and being an inspiration and making an impact and influencing people's lives. All right. I'm just waiting for more feedback here before I round up this session of tonight. Yeah. But with the Wheel of Life, again, as I said, we have touched on the Wheel of Life and seeing different areas that you can actually grow and work in. That was last week's session. So you can decide in which area do your life need some growth, and you want to grow in that area, and decide on the practical steps that you are going to make, which will bring about change in your life. We can't change the community unless we change ourselves. Change is starting with ourselves. So you decide which area in your life you want to change and you want to make a difference in. The question that I have, what is the legacy that you're going to leave? That's my question tonight. When we bury you, what are people going to say about you? We want to say, what will we say about you? What's the impact that you're going to make? What is the legacy that you are leaving on this earth? What is the legacy you are leaving in this community? What is the legacy that you are leaving in your family? That is what I want to know tonight. For those that came a little bit late, we talked on vision and mission statements. We talk on purpose. That's great. Now we have Nelsie. Nelsie is saying, I really want to sing and release a CD filled with just God's Holy Spirit. When it plays, something needs to happen on the spot, winning souls. Now, Nelsie, you can do it. You have the voice for it. You have a husband that plays the instrument. We have about 2 studios or even more in Gubabas. You can do that CD. Don't wait any longer. Write down your practical steps, what to do. Decide on the 10 or 15 songs you want to put on that CD and do it. Let me tell you, many times people say money, money, money. Let me tell you, it's not about money. It's about vision. So where there's a vision, there will be provision. Okay? So get your songs lined up and let's do your CD, Nelsie. Wellington says, they will say he tried harder. He made things happen. So Wellington is somebody that makes things happen. That is awesome. I mean, I like go-getter people and determined people that is proactive, that makes a difference in the community. We're not here to exist. We are here to live. Okay. So go out there and make things happen. That is great. What a legacy, Wellington. Okay, if I can have some more people telling me about their legacy or at least their vision. What do you see? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years? Or what is the legacy that you want to leave? It's important, vision. If you don't have vision, you are not going anywhere. If you don't dream, you are not going anywhere. Where do you see yourself? And people can have different dreams. It doesn't just have to mean like playing in a movie. It can also be building your house. It can also be driving that Mercedes Benz. It can also be get your master's degree or your doctorate. So make your dream practical. Make it practical and let's see. Because Nelsie, if you're not going to make that CD, we're going to miss out. The world is going to miss out on Nelsie's voice. And the powerful thing of a CD, it's a recording, it's trapped forever, it's a legacy, it's something you can leave for your children's children. So Nelsie, can anything good come out of Gubabas? Yes! Go for it, Nelsie. Make your CD. I'll be the first one to buy your CD. Okay. So I'm waiting on a couple of people wanting to tell me tonight what is the legacy they want to leave and where do they see themselves in the next 5 to 10 years. So we are busy with a wellness coaching program, and if you don't have the book, Let's Grow, kindly inbox me your email. I'll be sending you this book, and it's a free ebook. You can work through it. It's a workbook. You will find out your values, you'll find out your vision, your mission statement, your purpose, and you will begin to grow. Transformation. Nelsie is saying, wow, I love the statement, where there is vision, there is provision. Okay, so tonight I want to wrap up this session and I want to thank you for tuning in tonight. We will be going live on Thursday night and we will be doing our vision boards. Okay, your vision board, you can already tomorrow cut out some pictures. Once you have your vision board ready, you put your name there and put your vision out there. And actually, I see now Gensi is saying to Nelsie, I also want a CD. You see, we are doing promotion for Nelsie's CD here. Okay, so you make your vision board, take a picture, and please upload it. You can even start upload it from tomorrow on my page. Share with us your vision board. Put some nice pictures there. You can cover different areas. The areas that you can cover is your relationship with God, your family, your friendship, your romantic relationships, education. It's the wheel of life I'm talking about. Your health, your finances, your fun and leisure. You can cover those goals and put those visions statement in there. Or if you want to focus on one key area of your life and create a vision board only for that area, kindly do so. Take a picture, upload it on this page. And as I said, don't just have a vision for your life. Get a vision for your family and put it up there. Your children is supposed to know where we are going. Your children is supposed to know in the next 5 to 10 years, where are we going and where are we going to see ourselves. So thank you for those that's been with me on this platform tonight and participating tonight. This is Let's Grow with Elvire Theron, and I've been having a wonderful time here, and I'm excited because we are going to build some vision boards. I hope you're ready to share it with me tomorrow. Your vision boards, make it interesting. You can even get your kiddies involved. Make your vision board, because the Bible says, write it down for those to see. Whoever's going to see it is going to run with your vision. Okay. May you be blessed tonight, and I hope you're going to enjoy your vision boards. And I'm waiting on those vision boards. So have a wonderful night. Bye-bye. I see you Thursday night. Bye-bye.